Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the virtual class of Gyaniketan Girls School. I am your social science teacher Neha, and today we are going to start a fresh topic that is political parties. Now, why do we need a political parties? Let us think upon this question. Ultimately, the political parties represent us and our country. There are different political parties in a country, and one choose from these political parties for formation of government, and there are certain differences also seen between these parties. Now, what are the differences? Why do we have to choose them? There are certain questions, other also question which might come to our mind. And now here we see that our democracy revolve around our political parties. Our democracy revolve around our political parties, but no, this should not be in this way. The political party should revolve around the democracy, as we have political parties only because we have democracy. Now, so a very basic concept regarding this can be said that political parties is the most visible institution in our democracy. Now, in the most common institution in our democracy, if we go in a rural area and meet people over there, we will find that they have no idea about our constitution or its formation, how it was formed, how it was constituted. But they will certainly have the basic knowledge about the politics and the political leaders. They will have the idea of the party which are active in their region. So this is how we see the people in rural area. And so political parties, it can be said that it is an institution which is very much familiar to common people. Now, in a country, to judge the effectiveness of a democracy, how healthy democracy is, we must look towards the political parties of a country, because ultimately these political parties are the game changer. They influence people to choose them. And in over 100 years, the evolution of political parties have been seen in our country, because before 100 years, the political parties were not so strong and powerful. It was very few in number, and also people were not very much influenced by these parties which were available, which was formed at that point of time. But today, in today's era, it is seen that when we look towards a democratic country, there are a large number of political parties found, and they also have a strong hold and command on the citizen as well as the administration. They influence people and everything of in citizens life, of a person's life. So it can be said that over the period of time, the political parties got strengthened and their importance also increased with growing time. So how all these things became possible, how certain changes were seen in political parties, it was just due to active involvement of the political parties which acted as an organization. And these organization established due to the people. As people joined the political parties, it grew, it got more power and more strength. So as and here we see that we know India is a very large democracy. In fact, it is the largest democracy in the world and also have the largest constitution. Now, moving forward, we see that since we are dealing with the political party, what is a political party? What are political parties? See, a political party, when we go to the definition, it is a political party is a group of people who come together to contest election and hold power in the government. See, many people come together to hold a regular election after every 5 years. Now, when people come together to form a group to contest the election, that group of people is known as political party. And now after election, a single party, a particular party gets the majority of vote and they come to power, and after which a government, a proper government is formed in a country which sees the administration of the countries. And now some here we see that these political parties, they agree, the political parties, the leaders who are involved in a particular political parties, they agrees on some basic policies and programs which are chosen, which are seen. Now these political parties, what they do, they try to persuade people through their policies and programs and ask them to vote for their party. Political parties, because they have certain ideologies, they have certain mindset on basis of which they try to persuade people, and in this persuasion they talk about the policies and plans, and through persuasion, persuasion policy, they ask the voters to vote so that they could win the election and gain power and form the government, as we have seen in the definition of political party. Now these political party also reflect the division in our society, and these parties reflect the society and involve partisanship. Now, what is partisanship? It is a feeling of commitment towards a single party, towards a particular party. For example, we being the citizen of India, we have a partition for our team India, the cricket team that India have. We have partisanship commitment, a feeling of commitment towards our team. Here means we are committed towards our country, that we fail to have a balanced approach, that if it is wrong also, if their performance is wrong also, then we consider that no, at some point of time it will do better. Means we are not giving up the hope that it can do better or it will do better. So this is a feeling of commitment that we show towards a party also. So here the word partisanship means the same. Now here in a political party, moving forward, in a political party we see that there are different components. There are basically three components, or we can say there are three parts, that is the leaders, the active members, and the followers. The leaders, they have certain powers. For example, if we talk about the government that is in our country, that is BJP party. In BJP party, our Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi and the cabinet minister and certain other leaders, they have power in their hand, because they are the leader. Okay, they can bring change in our society, that's why they are the leader. Now next is the active members, who don't have power but they are active, they are performing, they are active through day and night and doing their duty, doing their work, and they basically form the base of the party. And the third is the followers, that is those who are inclined towards the different party and they follow the ideology of a particular party, they are the followers. So the political party is divided into three components, that is the leaders, the active members, and the followers. So this is all about the need of political parties that we have had to go through. This is all, and next video we will study about the function of political parties. For now, thank you and have a nice day.